Goodness, somebody should have told me I didn't have my headset on. So therefore you couldn't hear anything I was saying. My gosh. Oh, great. Now I have to repeat all that. 1909, July 25th, 1909. Louis Blériot went for the 1,000-pound prize to be the first heavier-than-air craft to cross the English Channel. The requirement of the contest was that it had to be between sunrise and sunset. According to legend, he took off at 4:40 something a.m., but it's too dark at that point. Kevin says hard to hear you. I'm hoping that is better now that I actually have my headset on. But there is a couple of second delay between when I do something and when it streams. Okay, all good now. All right. So let's go. Now, this airplane is called the RIP edition because it's so woefully underpowered that there's not going to be... Oh, there's someone else on the runway with me. What the heck? Okay, well, we'll see. Wouldn't it be funny if it was another one of these? Can't click on him. And let's see, 457. We'll go inside. We'll get it so we have some sun. And I think we're ready to go. Hopefully it doesn't just crash. I mean, hopefully the sim doesn't just crash. The airplane might crash too. Because as I said, I've only tried it one time. It's woefully underpowered. I'm sure that's looking a little weird right now. The game's getting a little glitchy. It's got 20-something horsepower. Goes like 30-something knots, which I don't know what that is in miles per hour, but slow. Has no navigation equipment. No real throttle. You just go full throttle. No ailerons. I will show you that. It turns by warping the shape of the wings, and it does have a rudder. So it's taking its time loading. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can say. He took off, like I said, at 4 something a.m. from near Calais. His goal was to fly over to Dover in England. He got zero visibility about halfway across the English Channel. He'd been following a ship that was guiding him, but he got ahead of the ship, so that was no longer available to him. And then I think the fog got him. He went way off course to the north, saw the mainland or Scotland, and started following the coastline until he got near Dover. And then a newspaperman was waving, I believe, a French flag, a large French flag, and he saw it from the air, and the newspaperman was marking a place that he could try to land. Goodness, this is taking forever. Question is, are my two viewers me and Kevin, or Kevin and someone else? Because I counted as a viewer. The reason I'm looking down is because I can see my YouTube window. Okay, clearly it changed the time on me. Oh no, it is 4:58 a.m. Really not good viewing. Let me turn on my headlamp. Oh, engine died. Engine died already. Let me turn on my headlamp. Start engine by pulling the propeller. I kind of want more light than this to show you the airplane and to fly. I don't see that the sun has come up, so it wouldn't be fair for the contest anyway. No, I don't see any sunshine. So this is too early and too dark to show you. So what I'm going to do is... Oh God, there's a plane. I can hear a plane coming in. I think it just flew over me. Yeah, a jet just landed in front of me. Okay. All right, so I lightened it up so that we could see what's going on here. Waiting for it to cover. This is the airplane. It has a stick here in the middle, just a handle. What that does, as you control that, is that it warps the wings. So if you can see that, it's changing the shape of the wing. That's what it does for an aileron. And over here it's changing the shape. I have on the floor in front of me, I have this wooden bar. That's my rudder. And that does the rudder. And then the stick I have in front of me also changes the elevators on the tail. And I believe that thing sitting behind me is a float, in case I go down in the English Channel to help me float. There's somebody waiting to take off behind me. Whatever. So now I have to figure out why it stopped, because if we can't get the engine started, that's kind of a problem. All right, I have throttle full. This stuff on. Let's see if it'll start. It says start by pulling the propeller, but let me see if I can use my cheat here. Oh, no. Come on. No, don't do this to me. Where's my throttle? Oh, wrong throttle. I forgot. I'm using the stick down here. Okay, let's try this again. Come on. Whoops. Come on. Start. Ah. There's a plane behind me. I can hear it. I think I gained another viewer. We have to get the engines or the plane started. There we go. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to put it more early morning, because then I have stars to navigate with, and it's more like what Blériot actually did. Let's just try that and hope. Okay. Ha! Yeah, here goes nothing. Dover or die, I guess. Get out and push, says Kevin. Are we moving forward? Not really. I have the throttle fully on. I think I might have to get out and push anyway. Come on. Come on. Oh, the chocks. Do you see that? The wheel chocks are still there. That's funny. Oh, and you can see if I turn off my... You can see the cylinders firing. Supposedly this just dumped some kind of oil all over the pilot. It was like vegetable oil or something. I don't know. Okay. I believe I'm taking off, heading kind of south, west, and I want to head a little more west. If it seems like I have no control, that's mostly true, because if there's any wind at all, it's totally gonna wreak havoc. Let me make it a little bit later in the day so we can get a little more light, but I don't want to lose that bright star. Oh my god. This is a disaster trying to control this thing. Oh, too late, too bright, too bright. Oh, what the heck. We'll figure it out. Now I've lost my star. Oh, I don't want gamer tags on. That'll give me something to follow. I want more realistic here. Oh my gosh, I'm all over the place. I haven't even gotten to the channel yet. I'm still over land, and I'm lucky to be still in the air. Let me do a couple of things. turn off gamer tags so I can't see tags of other players in the game. And also traffic. We want ship traffic. Ships and ferries. Okay, 10%. So maybe we'll see something to follow out in the channel. But I have no idea what direction I'm heading. There's no compass. I only know when I have my favorite star to follow, which is, I believe, that star there, bright star right in the middle of the triangle. I really want it kind of on the left strut. But if it's the wrong one, well, who knows where we're headed. Now, I told you the history. 1909, Louis Blériot. Look at the moon. I'm easily distracted. Squirrel! 1,000-pound prize, which is like nothing. The Wright brothers said, yeah, but no. We're not going to come over to France and attempt to cross the English Channel for a 1,000-pound prize. And so they just didn't enter. But this guy and a couple other people did. July 25th, 1909, he did a test flight on the beach. And then he took off as soon as the sun was over the horizon. Like I said earlier, he lost visibility halfway across the channel, I think the fog. And the ship he was following, he got ahead of it. Every time I look down to see if there's any YouTube messages, I lose contact, or lose control. So I'm very, very slowly gaining on the English Channel. And let me give you, let me try to get back where I belong. An external view here. If I crash trying to show this thing off. Isn't that stunning? Amazing. Against the sky. You can see this is a really, really fancy plane. Let me go back. Okay, see how much direction I lost track of while I was doing that? Oh, we lost our other viewer. The excitement was too much for them, I guess. It is not going to be super exciting other than the imminent possibility of death, because this is a super slow airplane. Like I said, you can see this wooden thing on the ground here that I'm steering the rudder with. Uh-oh, where is that star? I think it is that one, right? Oh, is that land? Can I actually see the English? Now, you could say I'm cheating because this is awfully clear weather for the English Channel. But I picked live weather. And so, theoretically, this is what it's like. July 25th. Well, or, that's an interesting point. I picked July 25th, 2001. How can it show me live weather? At any rate, I am not going to argue with that because I need every help I can get. And this is going to take forever at this rate. I haven't even cleared the coastline yet. So, you know, I understand if people need to go and then come back in, 30 minutes and see if I'm any closer. If the wind's blowing at me, I'm basically just going to stay in one spot. But I do think I'm gaining on the coastline. Oh, it looks like I gained my viewer back. We are nearly over the water now. Now, what I told myself was, if I crashed on takeoff, I would restart. Because that'd be a boring stream, tune in and I crash within 30 seconds. But if I crash once I'm over water, then that's just the way it goes. The Mike Walters attempt at crossing the English Channel in 1909 apparently did not end well, if that's the case. Oh, there's a ship over there. I can see their lights in the English Channel, but they don't seem to be. I need someone that's heading toward that star that I've convinced myself is the right way to go, whether that's right or wrong. So yeah, there's another external view. Like I said, you can see the rudder, a piece of plywood basically. That's about it. Bicycle wheels. And we're flat out here, full throttle. I could turn off the headlamp, but I guess we're getting enough light now. I'm not even sure what these various controls are for. This one says engine decompression. Maybe that's to help start it. Engine throttle, that's fully on. Oh, I looked around and now there's my star. Magneto switch, that has to be on or the engines won't start. These engines were motorcycle engines, basically. They had the power and the light weight. Now, mind you, this was maybe not the first iteration, but one of the early iterations of it. And later, they started developing an engine specifically for this purpose that had more power and lightweight. And I have flown that particular version of this across the English Channel a couple of days ago and crashed in England because I could not get the plane to stop moving once I got on the ground. So I ran into a tree. I learned later that I pretty much need to turn off the engine because there are no brakes. If you were here when we started, you saw that my brakes were wheel chocks. And my wheel chocks were stopping me. I just got a text message, but I am deathly afraid to take my eyes off the flight here. So, whoa, see what happens when I look away? Oh, where'd my star go? I see another plane out there. So, whoever texted me, they're either watching the stream or not. If they're watching it, they can comment. But we're down to 2 viewers now, so I think we're back down to just Kevin and I. So like I said, the excitement is too much for some people. Microphone's in my mouth. If I knew any other historical facts, they might be interesting, like how far is this? Oh no. It took him, Larry-O that is, something like 36 minutes, which I find amazing from when I tried it. Other points of interest? This is, in fact, Microsoft Flight Simulator in VR. Might be a bit nausea-inducing, since I have a tendency to look around a lot. I'll try to stay a little more steady. The sky is lightening up. We're getting some sun, or some light. I don't even have my headlamp on anymore. You can see the details of this. The wood grain, fabric wings, that they're kind of translucent when there's light behind them. That moon's incredible. And that should be right. I picked July 25th, 2021, because I can't pick July 25th, 1909. Streaming on my TV, but can't chat. I'm also on my phone. Okay. Says my devoted follower. My one. Uh-oh. I'm going all over the place and I've lost track of my star. I'm using the moon too, because I know the moon needs to be off my left wing. So that helps. Now I'm not sure which star I was using. I think it has disappeared. Oh, that was weird. The lighting changed. Am I? It's glitching very badly. Glitching very badly. Don't crash. Don't crash. I'm hoping this is going to continue. Now, if you want my estimate of when you should come back and see if I managed to land in England, how long have I been going? Not sure. I'm going to say at least 25 minutes. Maybe 20, maybe 30. I would try to get low and see what kind of ship this is, but I am not going to do anything that might make this more likely to end with crashing in the water. The visibility, of course, is incredible. Much better than Blériot had in 1909. Much better than I imagine the English Channel normally is. But as I said, so-called live weather. Which, if the live weather was windy, I'd still be circling in France. Question is, did he bring any drinks or food with him? Because I'm getting really thirsty, and I would like to reach for my water cup. This airplane, once he crossed the English Channel, it became world famous, of course. And so, like I said, they refined it. Engine that was twice as powerful. Boy, that English coast is looking large. Now, to be historic and historically correct, we really need to land near the cliffs of Dover, the White Cliffs of Dover. And that we are going to have to get closer to see. I believe they're going to be off to my left. But I've just been guessing this whole time. What if I followed the wrong star? You would think the sun would be behind me if I was going basically west. Oh, but you know what? I'm actually kind of going northwest. I should have brought up a map first to show you. But you know, we're going from France to England, across the English Channel, basically where they're closest together. And you kind of go from Calais to Dover is it? I can't remember now if it's southwest or northwest. There's that ship. Of course, if this was 1909, the only ships out here would be ships that existed in 1909. Oh, man. Gotta make sure my heating pad's on, but there's no way I'm lifting my headset to check. So I'm gonna guess that that's on. Got a pillow and a heating pad behind my back. Oh, ow. Wouldn't that be sad if Louis Blériot is flying across the English Channel, the first one to do it, and he gets a cramp, can't get rid of it, and crashes. So, is that ship that I'm looking at something that could have been around in 1909? I can't tell. It looks like it. Is that a helicopter? Or another ship? I guess that's another ship that suddenly appeared. But that ship I'm looking at looks like it has what I would call a smokestack. I'm sure it's not, but that could look kind of 1909-ish. Isn't this incredible? Scenery? Oh, we're back to 3. 3 dedicated viewers. Someone come back to see if I'm there yet. The answer's no. Let's try that external view again, which freaks me out every time I do it because I realize how insane this is, how frail. Oh, there's the sun. Oh my God. Somebody take a screenshot. I'll try not to crash. Oh, no. I gotta go back. I'm losing track of where I am. Okay, I lost my course while I was doing that. Can you pull over so I can take a leak? Says Evan. Nope, that's why there's no bottom in this. That's why there's no bottom in this airplane. You just try to hit the opening. Oh yeah, the seat I'm sitting on is just a little wooden platform under. You can see that. Oh my back. Let's see. I'm just hoping before we get to the end of this, we can get all the way up to 4 dedicated viewers all at the same time. What am I going to do if I get engine failure? Well, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to crash into the English Channel. Guess I'll aim for a ship at that point. Oh yeah, the heating pad's on now. Woo! I don't know which way to turn it down because I can't see it. Let's guess this way is down. Maybe I'll start on fire before the plane does. 0, 1, 2, 3. So we're still at 3. That is definitely land. Now, is it possible that I somehow flew in a circle? And, oh my God. I just realized how... I'm still barely off the coast of France. Let me... What the heck? Oh my God, all that time. Look at this. Anyway, but this has got to be England. And you know what? Right in the straight ahead of my engine, that almost looks like White Cliffs. It could be an artifact of the water. If I'm flying directly for Dover, of course it looks like there's White Cliffs to the left too. That would just be stunning. That moon has really helped. Oh well, assuming that I'm going the right direction, that moon has really helped. Now, here's an interesting thing. If there was someone watching this who is in... Oh, God, I looked down and almost stalled it. Who was in Microsoft Flight Simulator, knowing that I'm telling them that I am on the, I believe, East USA server, they could load up Microsoft Flight Simulator, go to the East USA server, find me on the map, world map, spawn on me in whatever, a jet, passenger jet, a fighter jet, a 1940 something Spitfire, or a 1909 Blériot if they have one, and we would actually be able to see each other. So that's pretty cool. Well, look at that, the sun. What a beautiful day. I am so bad when I look down at the YouTube window, which I'm sure looks very strange to you guys because I'm just staring at the floor. But that's where I put it, so it was kind of out of my vision normally. But when I look down, I just totally lose track. Okay, so the question is, are those things right in front of me, the White Cliffs of Dover, or are those things to the left? I actually don't care. I don't have an airfield in mind. I'm just going to land in a farmer's field, which is what Blériot did. I feel like we're making progress until I look back and realize that that's France there. Oh my goodness. Oh no! I've lost all my viewers. I went from a high of 3 and now I'm down to just me. Did I lose my stream? I can't click on stream health to check. Well, I don't know what to do. I couldn't restart the stream anyway. It claims it's running. Maybe I better pause the game real quick just to check. Okay, I paused. I know that's cheating, but I paused just to... just to check and see how my stream health is doing. Stream health is excellent. Okay. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Oh no, I've lost my YouTube window now in the game. And I don't want to bring it back because I'm afraid of what I might do. So, for some reason, we've lost everyone. I'm the only one watching now. And like I say, I don't want to pick up the VR controller to try to bring back the YouTube window because I could accidentally exit the game. So every once in a while I'll look. Yeah, we're still only one. I've lost everyone, according to YouTube. I have no viewers except me. Well, I'll know I did it. I will know I did it. Maybe it's best that I don't have any viewers, because then I stop talking. It says at 5:10 p.m. basically I lost everyone. Maybe the internet went down. Maybe the world has ended, and I'm still flying Microsoft Flight Simulator. What if those aren't the White Cliffs of Dover? What if that's not England? What if I somehow flew around the world? This is like the other side of France or something. Would I be famous? Probably would be if I found an ocean on the, or a English Channel on the east side of France. But oh, now I'm back to 2. Somebody came back. I've been up to 3. I immediately went down to 1, me. Now I'm back up to 2. Maybe somebody in the chat can let me know what happened. It's like everybody got knocked off or something. You know, I should still have a star that I was following, but I don't. Because now I've convinced myself to just fly toward that part of land. I only have 52 nautical miles of range, and I don't see a fuel gauge. Oh, what's this? It doesn't show anything. I thought that gauge would be something. Don't mind me. I'm not the one controlling this aircraft. So yeah, I've got me and someone else viewing now. Oh, the sun. Let me try to go to external view without crashing. Look at that. If I could do this without nose diving into the ground. Jesus, it's impossible for me to take my eyes off of this thing. Now I have a reason to survive. I just found out that this Thai food for dinner So the 1921 version of the 1909 Louis Blériot, you know, he wanted that 1,000-pound prize, and he wanted to live, to land successfully in England. But did he also have Thai food waiting for him for dinner? I don't think so. But he must have, because he made it. Despite all the odds, he did it. Goodness. Do you feel like we're not moving? I could run out of fuel. I can't give it any... I don't have any more power. Oh, we're definitely closer, right? Maybe if I just start diving from here with my, 500 feet of altitude, I could gain speed just before I crash into the water. Isn't that funny? We got the moon on one side and the sun on the other. There's the sun. Screenshot, someone, please, screenshot. And then we've got the moon on the other side. Isn't that incredible? That's more than incredible. That's stunning. I think the pilot's looking at the moon. It looks like his head's turned. Okay, now back into the cockpit. La 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 la. Let's see, what time did I say? Did I tell people it would be another 25 minutes? Maybe about 5 o'clock, so maybe all they said was check back in 25 minutes. Now I ask you, and when I say you, I mean literally the one person that's watching. Is this the most incredible thing you've ever witnessed? Is this like a memory for a lifetime to watch this attempt to cross the English Channel in a 20-something horsepower 1909 Blériot, the same plane that did it originally, except that was actually a plane and this one's just a computer model, but pretty much the same. I will remind you, there is live chat. Oh, that's right. But if my most faithful viewer is watching on his TV, he can't chat. So that's probably who that is, because I have no new chat messages. I know time is passing because the day's getting brighter, but I can't tell you that time is passing based on the progress I'm making. Even though I'm pretty sure that ship has moved across my path, because I've been aiming for whatever that is in front of me, those V-shaped inlets. I could be nowhere near the cliffs of Dover. I don't know. But, and I believe I'm getting closer to that ship because it's getting closer and closer to being obscured by the plane. But, so do I have my head? Yeah, I got my headlight out. Look at this lighting of the rising sun shining on the wooden and metal and fabric construction of this thing. We can't see the cylinder. Oh, there you can still see the cylinders firing, flashing. I hope I make it. It's kind of a long... I am starting to wonder if I'm moving forward, because that ship is still just above my front horizontal strut there. Doesn't the land, I mean the land's obviously closer than it was when we first saw it. When we first saw it, it was just a line on the horizon, and I said, I can see England. But it's disturbingly slow at getting here, isn't it? Alright, we still have one faithful viewer that is unable to chat. Anybody who needs to go to bed and sleep, you could probably have time to get a good rest before I get there. I will persevere. Turn my hot pad back on. I shut it off when I was about ready to burst into flames because I can't figure out which way is a temperature adjust. See, these are the kind of hardships that a pilot in 1909 would face. Oh, let me see if I can... This is a sure disaster, but let me see if I can... Oh, I can't get us to look around in the cockpit without just looking around. Oh, isn't that neat? The sun shining on the underside now. There's the bicycle wheel. Barely see it. Good Lord. I think I'm going to just forget about going to England and fly wherever the wind will let me. I don't know that there's wind. It doesn't feel like there's wind, but I sure am making slow progress forward. Or so it feels. But again, this is amazing looking. Doesn't look like we're going to get fog moving in. That's good. And I don't know if this is realistic weather. I guess someone, out of all you people that are following this, one of you could go to a weather cam. Oh, you can't go to a weather cam from the English Channel right now because it is about midnight or so there. So it wouldn't show this anyway. Let's reach for that water cup again. This is like trying to cross the English Channel in a moped. At best. Maybe a pedal bicycle. I mean a motorized bicycle. And you might say, oh no, that wouldn't work because they can't go on the water. Well, I think this is about as fast as if you tried to take a moped, literally drive a moped across the English Channel. Oh, good Lord, I'm starting on fire again. Where's that heating pad control? Let's guess a direction. Beep, beep. See if it gets hotter or cooler. Oh, I'm back up to 3. My dedicated followers, you can now see that this is indeed land with like fields and stuff. We're starting to identify, so not really landmarks, but now I'm getting a little nervous though, because if I make it all the way there, I'm going to have to try to land. I have, let's see, have I tried to land this airplane? This particular model? Yes, one time, I believe. But not in a farmer's field. Ah, do you see the sun? I can't turn that far. My back's too stiff. Wow, we're up to 3. Please your date in the future for what you said earlier. Plus your date is in the future. Yeah, it does make it hard to have live weather when this is July 25th. I think what it does is it just takes live weather from now, which of course is not possible because it's actually, yes, this should be what the live weather is at midnight or whatever it is in this location. And then on top of that, I changed the time of day so that we could see, and the date so that it would be, whatever that is, 1909, 2009, 112 years after Blériot did it. Now, whoever's viewing this, I think me and 2 others, I told you earlier you could go away, take a break, have dinner, sleep, because I wasn't getting there anywhere soon. But I will now officially be disappointed if I lose any viewers between now and the attempted landing in England, because it's close enough here you can taste it. Tastes like fish and chips or Thai food. Now, question is, is that whiteness along the coastline, is that just waves? Is that just an inlet? Is that a beach? I don't think there's much beaches along here. Or have I somehow, by a miracle, managed to navigate pretty much to the White Cliffs of Dover? I don't know. Maybe if I got lower, I could tell. But I am not going to reduce this throttle at all until I'm over land. Let me try to get a view around again. Oh, here, I know. Let's try this. I forgot I could do that. I can look left and I can look right while I'm in VR. What an idiot. I don't have to switch to the external view, even though the external view is very cool. Trying to find the best view. Why is he always looking this direction? I mean, this is crazy. Look at this. Uh-oh. Is it hanging up? I've lost my mouse pointer. Let's try to get... Oh, boy. No. What's going on? Woo! Thanks, quit responding there briefly. I doubt that would have happened to Blario. He's like, I was most of the way across the channel when... I don't know what accent he has. Maybe it's like Czechoslovakian or something. And I lost... I clicked the mouse pointer and it hung. And I lost control. I had to reboot. Probably not what happened to him. Oh, good Lord. My second dedicated viewer has dropped out again. That's just sad. I mean, look how close I'm getting. They're going to miss it. This is historic, I tell you. I'm only like the 2000th person to attempt to recreate this flight in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Mind you, using, oh my God, those are the White Cliffs of Dover. They just finally resolved. OMG, I can't believe it. Well, this is going to be a success, even if I crash and die. Ooh, they said the first successful crossing of the English Channel in a heavier-than-air craft. Does that mean he had to live? Or would it have been enough for him to get there and crash and die? Would he have still earned the prize? I don't know. But at any rate, I do need to start losing altitude. Normally you would reduce throttle to do that, but this, I don't believe this throttle is really used for that. And I do know if I cut the throttle too much, my engine cuts out. So I'm just adopting a nose-down attitude, as you can see. Oh, this is amazing. Why is he always looking that other direction? I honestly can't believe this. I did this one other time in the more powerful version of this, and I cheated in the sense that I kept bringing up the map to see where I was. And then I flew this version of the plane 1.5 times to make sure I could take off and attempt a landing. But this is literally my first attempt to get from Calais to Dover in this version of the plane in the game. No gamer tags, so I don't have any other players to follow. I knew that there was a star I wanted to try to follow, and when I noticed that the moon was off my left wing, that really helped. But frankly, I'm amazed at how, I'm not going to say how well it's gone. No, I can say how well it's gone so far. Oh, good Lord. We gained the second viewer and then lost him again. No commitment, I tell you. This thing should be going viral. The word should be spreading across the internet. Hey, there's this guy. He's recreating the crossing of the English Channel in 1909. Plane that Blériot used. He used live weather and no navigational aids, no map, and he's zeroing in on the cliffs of Dover. There's a full moon, and he's going to have typhoid if he can live through the landing. You'd think that people would be flocking, I say, as soon as I can get the words out, to this stream. Let's see if they're flocking yet. No, but we're back to 2 dedicated followers now. I am honestly getting a little nervous about actually landing. Because that's going to require me to identify a spot. I know there are airfields over here, but I didn't bother to try to figure out where they were because, I mean, what were the chances that I was going to be able to navigate to where one was anyhow? Oh, get that heating pad turned back up. I think I turned it down too far. Yesterday, in real life, not a simulator, I drove the tractor all day trying to get the pastures mowed for the guy putting in a new fence. This was the most physical work I'd done since surgery. And my surgery's fine, but the bruised ribs or whatever I did 10 days ago. Oh my gosh. Jostling around on the tractor. Yikes. So yeah, I got a heating pad. Of course, I've had a heating pad on my back almost every day for the past, coming up on 3 weeks. But it feels good. The one thing I can do that doesn't hurt normally is sit here on this gaming couch, as I call it. Okay, now, see how there's a light-colored land to the left of the bulk of the White Cliffs? I must admit, the White Cliffs look pretty stupid right now. I have terrain. Obviously, I have terrain details turned way up because if you don't look at the, you cover. If I could put my virtual hand up here and block my view of the cliffs. I mean, look at that landscape. Isn't that super realistic? But the cliffs look kind of goofy. Okay, I'm up to... Is it insane how slowly we're getting there? If you've ever seen Mr. Bean's Vacation, is that what it's called? Something to do with Mr. Bean. And he's hitchhiking. Don't remember why. Something he did wrong. And he sees an old man. I think it's in France. He sees an old man coming on a moped. And he sees him off on the distance. And he gets all excited and he jumps up and sticks his thumb out. And then you can tell the time passes and the old man is like not visibly any closer. And then, like, Mr. Bean sits down on the side of the road, and, you know, it just takes forever. I'm the old man in the moped trying to finish this flight. Oh, now what if that text message I just got was about... Oh! I didn't realize I had points of interest turned on. I am so glad that didn't turn on sooner. Let me see if you guys can see that. Yes! I turned that on for a group flight. I am so glad that didn't show up sooner. That would have been so disappointing to be trying to navigate to the cliffs of Dover and then have a big unrealistic, you know, marker show up. But it's okay now, because now I know. It also proves I'm getting closer, because that's what made the point of interest turn on. Oh man, we must be keeping them enthralled, because we have still 2 dedicated followers. I don't know what the clips are doing. I don't know why they're being so bad in their redrawing. But hey, overall, the scenery's incredible. And as we get closer, I think they'll look more real. Now, let's figure out where we want to land. I think that flat, gray, kind of like runway looking thing in front of me is actually a building. So I'm not going to try to land on a building. I am still trying to lose altitude. You can see I nose down. I am probably all the way up to, 35 miles an hour now, diving like this. Can you imagine trying to be like a bomber or a fighter plane with this? Like, hold on, I'm gonna drop a bomb on you. It might be tomorrow. Oh, good Lord. Now I'm down to 1 follower again. Look how close we are. Now, what's weird about the White Cliffs of Dover... Oh, I see. It's the water that's weird. The water's up on the cliff for some reason. The actual White Cliffs are white there. And then the water's being stupid. Okay. Did I have a point? Well, I have a point that someone dropped off again. Of course, they probably timed this and figured out they have another 45 minutes before I get there. Yeah, I should probably turn off that points of interest thing. I hate that when that shows up in the game. You're in VR, you got this scenery and these amazing planes, and it feels so realistic, and then a big marker shows up. I could head toward it and try to land on that lighter colored fields, but I think if I could find a soft dirt field, that might be better. Then again, I might just nose over. Oh, and by the way, I do have damage turned on in the sim. So, if I can't land this thing well enough, then it will say I've crashed and end the flight. And that will technically, despite what I said earlier about would Blériot get the prize if he didn't survive, I think that would technically mean that it was a failure for me. And that's nerve-wracking. I'm going to assume that this almost black-looking... Oh, you know what? I don't want to land in the black because it'll be really hard to see the undulations. So I'm going to shoot for that green field right in front of me. I don't know that it's long enough once we clear the trees, but I'm basically approaching it. If I knew what direction the wind was coming from, I'd approach it from the downwind side, because that's what you need to do. But I don't. So I'm just going to try to come at it from what I think is the north-ish. Oh, we're back up. I think somebody came back. Oh, I really want to reduce this throttle. But normally you reduce throttle to cut your airspeed before you touch down. Well, this thing doesn't have any airspeed. Oh, that field is starting to look really, really short the closer I get to it. But it's about the biggest, flattest looking thing. Now, if I run into one of these houses, I did watch a recorded stream from someone who did this a while back. Mind you, not as epic as mine by any stretch. And as he was flying through the houses on takeoff, because he couldn't get enough altitude, and he had damage turned off, he said, hey, I know what you're thinking, but those houses weren't here in 1909. So I guess I'm going to take the same approach if I crash into a house. And if I hit a tree, I could always say, hey, it wasn't that tall in 1909. Now, is there an opening to this field that gives me a little more? I'm going to cut the throttle ever so slightly. That field does not look long enough. Do I have something bigger? That does not look long enough. Oh. I just don't think you know what? I'm shooting for that one beyond it that's uphill. That'll help. And it looks to me like it has a gap. I mean, not a gap. A different colored fields, but maybe there's no stone wall or anything. And on the far side of it, it continues as a field. So as long as there's no stone walls or horrible undulations, we might be all right. But this one that I was aiming toward, I just don't think it's long enough. Look at the houses we're flying over. All right, I'm dedicated to this unless we see. I've notched the throttle back just a hair. You can see it move. Well, I could see it moving, but I'm afraid to stare at it for you to see it moving. Now, one of these dark fields might have been better because they might be softer. Oh my God. We lost the viewer again right before landing. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. Why would anybody? That's like watching 6 seasons of a 7-season Netflix binge and then going, nah, never mind. I have really got to quit doing nose down attitude here. Now, the actual Louis Blériot, he had gusty, windy weather on landing in England, so he cut his engine at, I believe, 20 meters and did a hard landing that broke the propeller and bent one of the wheels. I'm okay with that, but the game was not going to be very forgiving. I think this is a road. I'm going to try to cross over it. I'm about ready to cut my engine. All right, I'm cutting the engine. Oh, good Lord, pray for me, everyone. Stop. 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 Quit rolling. I don't want you to go down that hill. OMG. Did we do it? We might roll back down the hill, but why don't I have... There we go. Look at that. Oh my God. 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 We did it. We did it. Here. Let's see. We'll get a screenshot of that. I should be able to do a screenshot of that. I can't. Let me see if there's applause. There's just one viewer now. Oh my God. I did it. 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 I'll go over to that house there that I'm looking at, and maybe they'll have Thai food. Wow. Thanks for watching. I think that was pretty epic myself. Um, I'm not sure what else to do. I could get up in VR and walk out of the plane, but I'd probably trip on something and hurt myself. Oh, here, let's see if we. Whoa! I was going to move back so you could see the seat I'm sitting on. Keyboard. Keyboard struggles. So, yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's what I'm sitting on. So, and then this was, I think, a float in case I went down in the English Channel. And up here is the engine. That's it, man. All right, I think we're done. I will stop the stream. That was a success. More than a success. Thanks for watching. Do not slip and fall. Yeah, definitely. Drink up and celebrate. I should. All right, thanks. I have to figure out how to end the stream. And we're gone. We're signing out.